Awesome. Yeah. Welcome back. Second time trying to shoot this. JefeCast. 2/15/2022. Why women why? Stories of Valentines horror. Jesus. Now I don't know what just happened with the Wi-Fi and everything just shut down completely. So we're gonna start from the scratch and I'm gonna ask some honest questions as a man talking to women. And it doesn't just pertain to Valentine's, it's in general. So when you go out with a man, go out with a woman, and the man is treating, do women know that they are overeating? Like they're over, like if a man orders, hold on, I need to get to my live because this joint got me like 10 minutes behind the TV schedule. Nah, sir, you can put me on that joint. Why is it moving so fast? Come on, catch up to the live. Thank you. Sorry about that. So if a man's taking a woman out, he tells her he's treating. Is it okay for a woman to basically order double what he ordered? And if they do, and it is okay, I mean, don't women take advantage? Let's just be honest. Do they know that they're taking advantage of that moment? We go out, I order a steak, I get my potatoes, I get my broccoli. The meal might be $28, $30. Cool. The woman comes, she wants a appetizer, nachos, okay, $12, $15. Oh, she wants the fish with the bone. Okay, that's maybe 20. She want a dessert. Okay, that's another 15. She want a drink. Okay, that's another 8 to 10. And you just be like, you're sitting there like, and you're not even. It's not saying that you're broke. It's not saying that you're cheap. It's just like you would know. You know that you're doing too much, right? Like the guy. Think about it like this: when I went out with people and even their family, like, oh, we're treating you today. We'll treat you to a meal. I normally just get a burger because the burger's like what, $10 to $12, simple, cheap. I'm trying to be mindful of their money. When you go out with women now, from what I've experienced in the last couple of years, bro, they blow up the menu. They be on that joke talking about some. I want this, and can I get a side of those? And can you bring two of these? And you're just sitting there like, yo, you just racked up $80. Like, where is that fair? Is that cool? Is that right? And another thing, I have to bring this up because my man was telling me I'm not gonna put his business. He told me I could use the story, and I will tell you the story. But he was saying to me, like, bro, I got a burger. The burger was delicious. I was getting my food brought to me, and she wanted a bite of the food, and she took a humongous bite out of the food. Like, ladies, you gotta understand, men be trying to be as nice and generous and kind as possible. But one thing I'm gonna tell you, if he don't want to tell you, we don't like to share our food. And if there's anything that you want, just order it yourself. Like, you order it and you eat it. Don't come on my plate and be grabbing my food off my plate. I absolutely hate that. I hate that. And even worse than grabbing food on my plate is putting your lips on my cup or putting your lips on my utensils. What is happening right now? Why is the question. There's a line, very small one. I just wish people stop crossing. There's like, it's not cool. So let's just say if it was on the other foot and women were taking men out and you took a man out and you get you a salad, $18, $20 salad. I don't know how much a salad. Maybe a little wine on the side. Okay. And I come in, you might think I'm gonna just give me an entree or something. You probably got in my, I might put $40 up for this. Maybe in your mind, you come in thinking that you kind of have a mindset of what you want to spend. And I come in and I'm like, yeah, man, yeah, let me get them wings, yeah, for the appetizer. Yeah, no, I think, yeah, I appreciate you. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, let me get this steak and shrimp. Let me get some extra. Let me get the extra mac and cheese on the side. Hold on. And yeah, let me get some extra cabbage too. Yeah. Oh, okay. She probably like, dang, okay, that's a little excessive, but Okay, cool. She probably thinks the bleeding is over. Nah. So you like some drink? Yeah. Let me get a definitely. Let me get a Heineken. I finished eating. She's probably like, yes, you about to get the check. Oh, do y'all want a dessert? Oh no, I'm good. Yeah, actually, this tiramisu, and he ended up what you went out there expecting to spend maybe $60 or $70. It's $150 because he went out and was spending your money. You're not gonna feel some type of way about it. You're not. You're cool. You're perfectly fine with him just ordering whatever you want. Even if you got the money, it's just the fact that you think that you could just order whatever the hell you want. That's cool. Okay, and so and let's say that you don't like people eating off your plate. You really had your mouth set on this blackened salmon, and I'm before you can even bite it, I'm all like, "Oh, let me get a piece of that, babe." And I put my big old fork that I've already put food in, it cut big old piece, take 1/4 of your jaw, slap it on my plate. Oh yeah, this is good. How y'all gonna feel? Y'all gonna be texting your girl on the table like this Negro, right? Don't act like I'm wrong. Don't act like I'm lying. I'm being honest, right? You want to like it. So I'm just saying, like, be mindful when you go out here and these guys, you act like guys that's got $22,000 to save in the bank. These guys sometimes they just have enough to try to make you feel special for a night, and you go out there and blow the man's whole budget up. Like, stop doing that. If you're going to if you're going to order more than what's necessary, you should put up some bread for it. I would say at least you should feel like you should, even if the guy's like, "Nah, you good." Because I'm that type of guy. Like, oh, let me put some. No, put your money away. Put your money away. If I say I got it, I got it. Don't even sweat it. I probably came in thinking I'm gonna pay something crazy. So, but that's not for everybody, and it's just weird that I see so many people go out, or I'll go out with a chick, and she's 100 pounds, and we order the food, and she ordered double what I ordered. I'm sitting there like, yo, I just spent $110 when my meal is 25 of the bill. So it's not like I said, it's all right, guys. I don't know what's going on today with the Wi-Fi, but I'm about to hurry this up so we can get the hell off of here because this ain't. It's not. I don't like that. It blows me with my connection and stuff. Here we go again. Keeps getting cut. So as far as IG, I'm just going to direct you to my YouTube. I apologize. I don't know what's going on with the Wi-Fi today, but it's blowing me. And before y'all see me catching attitude on the live, I'm gonna just let it go. But I am going to say this to IG. Yeah, I'll stay right there. YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. I'm gonna say this to IG, ladies, women. Stop going out with your man and overeating. Y'all don't eat that much. And most of the food that y'all do order on top of food that you already ordered, it never gets eaten and it's sitting in the refrigerator. And that's annoying. And my man told me to tell y'all to cut it out. Okay. Like, stop putting a man orders a meal. Don't put your fork on his plate. Don't ask for his food. And if you do, take a small bit. You can't take half the man's meal. Okay. So for you, IG ladies, please, because it keeps happening. I ain't never been nowhere. Okay, let me take you somewhere, and then you would act like you really ain't never been nowhere. You just, I'm gonna order 10 items. Listen, it's a question that men don't. They trying to figure out because they're not trying to lose the leg, but they still trying to. They trying to still have some money afterwards. But I'm just saying, when you go out with your man, just be mindful that you are spending a lot of his money sometimes. And although he doesn't have to be broke, he doesn't have to be cheap. It's about being like, just being mindful, you know, just not being selfish because you're not that damn hungry. And most of you women are small. So if you was a big chick, I expect you to come in for appetite. But if you 95 pounds and you come in here ordering 3 entrees, bro, what are you doing? Why? Why are you doing it? Are you trying to just see what you can get away with? Is that what the culture is now? Let's just see how far we can push it, see what we can get away with. That's what it seems like. But whatever. Just had to say that. because that's one of my biggest pet peeves when I'm eating. I order something I really want, and you come out and you're like, "Can I get a bite?" And I'm like, "Sure." Do gritted teeth. Like I don't want to, but you know what I'm saying? Ugh, ugh. I hate when people always want it. Like I like to bite my stuff first. I get a pack of Reese cups. My daughter says, "Hey, Dad, can I have one?" I'm like, after I have the first bite, like you're not going to eat. You're not going to eat before me. You're not going to eat my candy that I wanted the most first. Like I don't know, and I definitely don't like the lips and stuff on my utensils. So if you ever go out with me, just know to keep your goddamn hands off my plate. Don't put your lips on my utensil or glass because you're going to throw me off. And I'm gonna tell you right there. I'm not gonna be mean. Hey, I don't like that. And if you don't like that I said that, I don't care. It is what it is. If you want to leave after I'm treating you out to a nice evening, I just ask, please don't drink and eat my food. Cool, because I'll order you the same thing. Just leave my plate alone. So for my dog, that was for you. I ain't gonna put your business. I ain't gonna tell you where you were. I ain't gonna give no landmarks, nothing. Because somebody be like, "Oh, he was there," and then they try to do some Steiner math. If y'all not wrestling fans, y'all don't understand that. Y'all do some Steiner math and E equals MC squared, and she gonna figure out they were talking about him, and then he ain't gonna be able to get his booty the same way, and he gonna be texting me like, "Bruh, I know I told you you could use my story, but damn man, you didn't ruin it for me." So I'm just gonna chill. But just know, ladies, you need to be mindful when a man treats you out to stop trying to overeat. You're 105 pounds. You don't need 3 entrees and desserts, a damn appetizer, and the waiter's phone number. Like, come on, you're being greedy. Okay, so I'm just saying that this is for my homeboy. This wasn't something that I came up with. He was just like, bro, I got a topic. Why women just always just why? This is literally his name for the why women why. I said, bro, what should I name it? Why women why? Why? I'm out. Peace. So I'm gonna get you over this damn live over here where we continue the casting of the pod. Let me take this down over here, excuse me. So that's all I wanted to say about that. I hope everybody did have an amazing Valentine's Day and all the good things that come with that. Hold on. Hold on, excuse me, guys. Let me just edit this. No. You can see the rest on. Excuse me. I know. I should be doing this afterwards, but I'll forget and then whatever. Okay. So that wasn't real. Is that real? That can't be real. Anywho, sorry guys. So yeah, man, let's get into this show real quick. Let's dive into it real quick. Let's dive. And I'm glad I actually stopped that because I didn't even take the articles or the links that I was supposed to be using for this to put it in so y'all can see what I was talking about. So I was reading an article and it's about this new weapon of choice that's gonna, I don't know if it's gonna hit the streets or what, but I saw the article and I was like, oh hell no. Nah. Look at this right here. For $3,375, you can get you an electromagnetic gun declared a serious weapon during expert range report. So I at least was very curious as to, you know, what it does. I should have actually pulled up the video on YouTube, so maybe I'll put that on the next podcast. But a video review appeared online yesterday for the Arc Flash Labs GR1, an electromagnetic Gauss rifle that surfaced last year when its manufacturer began taking pre-orders from the general public. They're going to sell this gun to the general public. Wow, for $3,000. We did a story about it Then when you could what you can read here, while the largely 3D printed battery powered rifle may at first glance appear to be almost toy like, the reviews make it clear that it's anything isn't. So it says the full video can be found on YouTube. Maybe let me just click. Can I pull it up? I want to see this. Like, oh my goodness. Yo, the gun is so big. Hold up, bro. I want to see how this shoots.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to an extremely cool episode of
Yo,
Forgotten
the gun
Weapons.
is so
I'm
big.
Ian McCollum, and this is far from forgotten. This is, in fact, the cusp of a whole new type of technology.
Look at the gun.
This is an Arc Flash Labs GR1 Anvil.
Shoot it.
It's the world's first commercially available Gauss rifle. I still have a hard time not grinning ear to ear when I say that. That's just so cool. So this is an electromagnetic projectile
He's so
firing
excited. It's so
device, I suppose.
cool.
There are a couple of different things you could call it.
What are you going to shoot with?
Coil gun. That is an accurate term. You could call it a Gauss rifle, although it's not actually
A
rifle.
Gauss
It is smooth
rifle.
bore. So
I want to see it. They sitting here showing me.
Back end of the gun in position.
Dude, fire the
amount
gun.
of energy going through them. Get.
They got a bunch of energy going through it.
Red brown glasses.
All right, here we go.
Now, to start with, I figured let's do a quick accuracy test. I've got 5 rounds.
5 rounds.
The long.
I got to see this shoot.
This is about 650 grains per armature, slug, whatever you want to call them. I'm going to go ahead and just rest on the stool here so that I can get.
Can you just shoot the gun? I want to hear it. Hey, yo. Did you hear that? It don't even make a sound. All you can hear is the trigger being pulled.
What's going on?
Hold on.
I had 5 rounds. I now have 2. So there is a round in the barrel.
He's shooting the gun and you can't even hear it. It's like a trick. All you hear is the trigger pull.
Nope. There it is. Not sure exactly what went on there. Everything seems normal. I mean, there's nothing to go wrong. It's literally a solid lump of steel.
So it just shoots a solid lump of steel, not even a bullet, just a big old lump of steel just come and hit you.
We have 22.1 volts still in the gun. Barrel temperature has increased with 2 shots and essentially a dry fire.
That's crazy. This is crazy.
32.8.
It's like science guns now. Now we're really going futuristic with our stuff. This thing and that, just want to put out there, it's very crazy. Very crazy that this is going to happen. U-Haul thieves apparently out there in Atlanta. There's people just stealing U-Hauls. So out in Macon, Georgia, Kathleen Zini and her family were left holding onto the key of the U-Haul, but nothing else from their stolen rental truck. Everything we own just gone like that overnight. The family was moving from Florida to Alabama just before Christmas when the parents and their 3 young children stopped for the night at a Macon hotel. All of their household belongings were locked inside the 26-foot U-Haul in the hotel's parking lot. They chose Macon because they feared that crime comes with a big city like Atlanta, but the crime came to them while they were sleeping anyway. Oh, sound like you was trying to run from black people. Oh, I don't want to go to Atlanta because those Negroes are going to rob us. Then you went to Macon and somebody got your ass there. Dang, see, that's what you get when you try to. You probably would have went to Atlanta and been all right. You might have been all right. But no, you know, not being funny. Just saying. Think about it. Let me look at the last name again. Zini, not black. Y'all want to be around black areas. That's why they ducked and went to Macon, thinking it was sweet. No, it ain't no. It's nowhere near Atlanta. Yeah, it's black people make it to. It's all in that sector. That whole. Sorry that happened to him. It really sucks. I can only imagine how waking up and all your valuables are gone. Like, dang, whole truck too. They took the whole truck. What did they hotwire the truck? The next morning, Zini said my husband was looking out the window and said the U-Haul is gone. The hotel surveillance shows 3 men walking toward the truck around 11:23. In a matter of minutes, the thieves were able to start the truck without the keys and drive off with the entire truck. The closing on the first home would take place. The closing on their first home wouldn't take place until 2 days later, so they had no insurance other than the U-Haul's policy. U-Haul advertised safe move cargo insurance covers collision, fire, windstorm, or overturn, but the fine print shows it does not cover theft, burglary, or robbery of cargo. There's no option to buy the theft protection from U-Haul other than the coverage for the stolen truck itself. It wasn't just the vehicle stolen; it was our entire house, our entire livelihood, our whole lives, our memories from our children's birth. Everything that we had was stolen, and I think this is the picture of them. So yeah, they are a white couple, and they was trying to see. But when you have that type of mindset, oh Atlanta, and it sucks. Shouldn't have happened. But maybe if you would went to Atlanta, you might have been all right. Because but it says Atlanta has a theft ring. It was recovered in Metro Atlanta. So, and Atlanta is about 80 miles north of Macon. But I guess it might be an Atlanta thing. They're saying they gave us 27 incident reports for stolen and recovery rental trucks. 21 were U-Haul, 2 were Penske, 2 were unidentified. One was a budget, and another was a U-Haul trailer. They have at least 13 cases of stolen or recovered U-Haul since 2019. So maybe she wasn't right. I mean, maybe she wasn't wrong. Well, maybe y'all should have just drove straight through and got to Alabama. Just wanted to put that out there. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. Real quick, I wanted to shout out Super Bowl champs. Hey, Joe Cool, you my guy. I told you he's a bad dude, but like I said, this year was meant for uh, the Rams. Really felt bad seeing OBJ go down the way he did. Very sad to see that. God deserves better than that. You know, he's had a couple of hard years, especially with injuries and this stuff with Cleveland. So I'm hoping that he comes back from that. I think it's an ACL pop on the same knee. But I'm happy for the Rams. Obviously, we have a awesome future to look forward to as far as quarterbacking. You got the Mahomes, you got Jackson, you got Herbert, you got Burrow, Mayfield, Watson, Tua, Prescott. There's a lot of guys out there that's that's going to be able to keep up Kyler, keep up the great quarterback play that we've been seeing over the years. And Stafford, I'm happy for him. One thing I do have a problem with is people saying, does this make Stafford a Hall of Famer? If he has the numbers, yeah. But they said, well, he played for the, made one Pro Bowl, played for the Lions all these years. So how did Calvin Johnson get into the Hall of Fame, but not Matt Stafford? Who threw Calvin Johnson the ball? Who threw him all those touchdowns? Matthew Stafford. So it just doesn't really make sense that a wide receiver who played on a bumming team, you know, and yeah, he shined because there was less great receivers than there was less great quarterbacks. You had the Toms, you had the Paytons, you had the Drews, you had the Aarons, you had the Matt Ryans, you had the Eli's, you had the Ben Roethlisbergers, you had a bunch of guys playing at Phillip Rivers, a bunch of guys playing at a high level at that point in time. So it was probably hard for him to get into Russell Wilson, hard to get Andrew Luck, hard to get into RG3 for a second, to get into those spots, those Pro Bowl spots, and plus he played for a terrible team. So I think he does have the numbers. I think if once his career is over, he deserves to go into the Hall of Fame if he has the numbers. I don't care about all of his years in Detroit. It's not his fault. Detroit sucked, but he did what he was supposed to do as far as throwing that rock. So, but good job, congratulations, Aaron Donald and the Rams, and I'm proud of everybody. Von Miller, it was a good game. It was a good game to watch. But like always, I'm very stuck in my way. I don't get flustered. The Bengals had the lead going in. I told them, I said, listen, they're going to make it seem like the Bengals going to win this and the Rams are going to beat them in the end. And that's what happened. Boom. So moving on with that. And since we're going to talk about it, this apparently rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. Now, I'm going to give you my thinking. Eminem, I love him. So I don't want to be biased in my thinking with him, but I'm going to say I don't see why this caused so much disturbance, like why people hated on it. I think that Eminem was trying to say that he was with us in this moment. Like he he stood with black people. You know, Eminem has always been one of those guys who was really close with the black community. And it all started with Kaepernick, and he was shunned, blackballed out of the league. Eminem understands that he can use his platform and his color sometime as a way to make statements and not be it won't be so closely um, scrutinized because he's not black. He's white. Obviously, he's white, but we all see Eminem like most of us. He's like a part of the black community, and I had no problem with him taking a knee. I think that's him being in California, where Colin Kaepernick played. Maybe not in Los Angeles, but he did play in California, making a statement saying that, hey, you know, we're doing a hip hop basically halftime. I stand with you. I support you, and I'm using my platform to see how you can't take me out. Basically, you can't cancel Eminem. You can try, you can't cancel. So I didn't take no offense to it. My man Epic said that Eminem taking the knee at the Super Bowl was some clown. I didn't believe so. I think that you gotta understand. You gotta just you gotta think a little bit deeper than surface. Sometimes I think that he did that with good intent. For all my homies and my sisters that think it's really good sleeping with the fan on, let's look. I saw this and it really caught my attention because a lot of people sleep with the fan on. I haven't slept with the fan on in years, but for some nights you might need to. It says for some people, sleeping with a fan is a key part of their nighttime routine. The brisk breeze helps you stay cool and comfortable during the night, not to mention the gentle wear can wield enough white noise to block out a car horn or snoring bed partner, but is sleeping with a fan on bad for you? Well, it depends. Sleeping with a fan on is good in some ways, but can be harmful in others. We consulted experts to understand when fans are unsafe and what you can do to change that, including whether you should bid farewell to your favorite fan. Here's why sleeping next to a fan can be less than ideal for your well being. In patients with allergies to dust or other indoor antigens, a fan can stir up particles in the room or disperse accumulated dust on the fan itself. So, yeah, your fan can kick up dust mites, pet dander, and more, which may exacerbate your allergy or asthma symptoms. This may be especially true if you sleep with a pet in your bed, as they carry dander and other allergens, per the Cleveland Clinic. The combination of cracking open a window and running the fan at night might sound like a smart strategy to keep you cool while you sleep, but it could be doing you more harm than good. If you live in an urban environment where there's a lot of diesel emission particles, a fan can circulate those outdoor air pollutants indoors and direct them right into your upper airways, says Sam Huh, MD, chief of some very long oncology. It's very harmful whether you're allergic to dust or not. Um, Indeed, these pollutions can worsen indoor air quality, and poor indoor air quality can cause or contribute to the development of infections, lung cancer, and chronic lung diseases like asthma, according to the American Lung Association. If you ever experience a stuffy nose after sleeping with a fan on, here's why. Having a direct current of air blasting your way can wick the moisture out of your body and dry up your mucous membranes. Once your nose get irritated, it overproduces mucus that's because the mucin gland works overtime to overcompensate and cover all the dry patches in your nasal passages. This can cause swelling of the mucous membranes and lead to congestion. Normally, our mucus provides a layer of protection so that any type of irritant or organism can't penetrate. But once it dries out, the mucosa becomes very easily penetrable. So it goes on to talk more and more about it, but yeah, just wanted to put that out there because I know a lot of people sleep with the fans on. Definitely be careful, because you don't want to dry out your face. Basically, you don't want to do that at all. Uh, let's see. What else I got to talk to you about? Let me see. Oh, I'm not even gonna wait no more. I'm not even going to give you an intro to it. You already know what time it is. If you watch the Super Bowl, I went crazy. I went nuts. I done jumped around the house and then fell over in the closet. I was tripping.
Every night, I dream the same dream. And then, the nightmare begins. I did what I had to do to protect our world.
You cannot control everything, Strange. You opened the doorway between universes, and we don't know who or what will walk through it.
Wanda, what do you know about the multiverse?
Viz had his theories. He believed it was dangerous.
He was right.
I'm sorry, Stephen. Your desecration of reality will not go unpunished.
We should tell him the truth.
Things just got out of hand.
You break the rules. Look out! To become a hero. I do it, I become the enemy. It doesn't seem fair.
Yo, if you are a Marvel fan and saw that, I know you geeked out. You ain't even gotta lie to me. I know you flipped out. We both did. Super flipped. Super. Like, I was jumping up and down, yo. I saw so many little clues, and I watched that thing like 6, 7 times. I thought I saw Mephisto on the door. He was opening the door. Shuma Gorath, Wanda, the different strangers, different. There's a point where in the trailer somebody comes in at a high rate of speed, looking like they're glowing. People think it's Captain Marvel. I think it's Monica from WandaVision. Then I don't know. I'll be getting the What If Strange because the Zombie Strange looks amazing. You know, like Wanda looks amazing. The Iron Man, the Ultron bots, like does that mean we get superior Iron Man, which is Tom Cruise? They show the Illuminati on the stage. They show Professor X. Oh my goodness. Like the back of his head. You hear his voice. You can see more though. It looked like Black Panther sitting up there, but if that is Black Panther, I think it's Michael B. Jordan. It could be Reed Richards. I think that's Captain Carter sitting up there. Everybody's been trying to figure out who's the one with the long hair. And I was really thinking, who could be up there with long hair? Now, looking at her physique and the shoulders, how she's sitting, I think that's Captain Carter. But I'm very curious about this movie. Like, what is going to happen? Are we getting Chthon? I think we're getting a Deadpool. I seen like in the new poster that they released, there's an image of Deadpool in one of the shards of glass looking doing like this or so. So hopefully, gotta look really close. It's hard to see, but he's in there. So if you get Professor X, you got to get Hugh Jackman, right? Come on, they come hand in hand. I'm very excited. And then they follow right up with Moon Knight. I just want to show y'all, I love Moon Knight. He looks awesome.
I can't tell the difference between my waking life and dreams. It must be very difficult. The voices in your head. There's chaos in you. Embrace it.
Hello, and welcome to Staying Awake.
I have a sleeping disorder. I can't tell the difference between my waking life and dreams.
Hello, and welcome to Staying Awake.
I think I'm losing it.
We'll catch you on. You're bloody useless, Stevie.
Stephen. I can't tell the difference between life and dreams.
Thank you.
Lost the contact lens.
Hope you find it.
Thanks.
Now hold the phone.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're alive. What's wrong with you, Mark?
Why did you call me Mark? It must be very difficult. The voices in your head. Shut up! There's chaos in you. Embrace the chaos.
I really can't wait for that show. I like how all the Marvel shows have its own theme. This one is like mental health. I love the character because he has like 3 different identities. It's like a mental thing, split personality, personality disorder. And so Mark Spector, man, he's an interesting character. I just can't wait to see how they depict him. The show looks great though. Probably 6 episodes. It's just I wonder if we get those 6 episodes. And how soon afterwards do we see him appear somewhere? Because it looks awesome. It looks awesome. I'm just very curious with Ethan Hawke's character because he's an amazing actor. So he's supposed to be taking more than David Koresh. Look up David Koresh if you're not familiar. You could watch Netflix's Waco. That basically is the story of David Koresh. So we'll see, man. It's going to be interesting. I'm very curious about Disney Plus. Let me hurry up and wrap this up. I got 2 more things I want to talk about. Me and Phil are going to go over more detail with the 2 trailers, but just in case you haven't seen it, you saw it today. And the last 2 things I wanted to talk about was first, Prince Andrew settled sexual abuse lawsuits with Virginia, whoever that can say that name, Giffrey, avoids trial in New York City. So apparently the lady was saying she was sexually assaulted. Of course, nothing really comes to those in real power. Just gets overlooked. They basically said has reached an agreement to settle a lawsuit filed by Virginia Giffrey that says she was sexually assaulted by the Royal as a part of trafficking operation when she was a minor. The settlement was detailed in a court filing in New York City, but it does not specify the amount of money Andrew agreed to pay. That deal avoids a public trial in New York that would have likely brought embarrassment to the Britain royal family. Prince Andrew is Queen Elizabeth's second eldest son after Prince Charles, In a letter to U.S. District Court Judge Lewis Kaplan, Prince Andrew lawyers say that he will make a substantial donation to Mrs. Giffrey's charity and support the victims' right. She accused Andrew of sexually abusing her when she was 17 and said she was put up to it by disgraced financier and convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, who killed himself in New York City jail in 2019, awaiting sex trafficking charges. The letter also states that Prince Andrew had never intended to malign Miss Giffrey's character and recognized that she suffered both as an established victim of abuse and the result of unfair public attacks. Both admissions were part of the settlement agreement, attorney says. Andrew had unsuccessfully made attempts to get the lawsuit dismissed. In January, his attorney urged Kaplan to dismiss the case, arguing that the Giffrey failed to articulate what happened to her. Around the same time, he was formally stripped of his royal titles and duties. In 2015, Giffrey accused Ghislaine Maxwell, a close associate of Epstein and confidant Prince Andrew, of recruiting her and other underage girls to be sexually abused. She also said Epstein and Maxwell offered her to Prince Andrew on more than one occasion. So, court documents show that Giffrey settled a similar case against Epstein 11 years ago for $500,000. I don't know. I mean, as guys that do these things need to be brought to justice. I just don't understand. You could pay your way out of something like that. Like, nah, bro. I mean, to go do some time. I don't care if it brings whatever it brings to your family. It brings a lot of shame to a lot of families to find out that somebody in your family is capable of doing some of the things they're capable of doing. But hey, your fault, not ours. And last but not least, this just caught my attention. I just was like, what? So I don't know who this is, but his name is Little Wop. I guess he's a Gucci Man artist. And it's just, I just don't get it. Like, I'm not judging anybody from being who you are. I just don't understand it no more, bro. I'm just confused. Like, I'm bisexual. I like guys and girls. It's whatever. This is the rappers that's going to be the new generation. So I don't know. I don't know. Hold on, let me change this channel real quick. But I just thought that was wild. Like, it's a different time now, man. Different time. I never heard the guy music. I'm not gonna be looking for it or anything, but be happy with who you are. I just don't get why everybody feels the need. They need to just put all of the information out all the time. Is to like create buzz. Any press is good press, or whatever the case is. Like I said, it's always these image-based, image-consumed people. It's going to run the world into hell, right into the ground. It's making everybody selfish and self-absorbed and just self-consumed. It's not about just you. And, making a headline. This should be bigger than that, but it isn't. It's where we live in. We get paid for, pops, views for posts. So it is what it is. Just interesting, growing up, and rappers were just the most gangster dudes to walk around, and now, I'm not saying dude won't beat you up in the street. I don't know, but it's just complete difference. And there's more women for the guys like me who love women. It's okay. Don't worry about it. But see, that's also how a lot of these STDs and stuff getting spread. There's more bisexual activity going on. I don't know what men do with each other. I don't know if they sleep with protection or whatever they do. But if they don't, and women, and y'all coming back and forth, that's how a lot of these STDs and stuff is bouncing around. So just be careful out there with who you're dealing with, and y'all take it easy and be safe. And in March we're definitely going to a new schedule. We're gonna go. I'm gonna go Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. We're gonna have a lot of different things coming in. So yeah, just look out for that. We're gonna be starting in March. It's gonna be fun. I got my brother, my younger brother. He's finally I'm getting him to finally get out here. He does like a lot of background work, not for me, but just like in general, engineering and all that stuff. But I'm gonna get him on here to be a personality because he's actually a cool little kid. Not a kid, but 22. We're 23 this year, and we're gonna have fun, man, and be prepared for some of the stuff that we're gonna end up doing. But have a good night. Y'all take it easy. I'm not even going to talk about the Lakers or basketball today. We just want to leave it with Super Bowl champions. Good job. And smoke weed. Take it easy. Peace.